Legend has it, there was a fort in a secluded spot in upstate New York where the people who are sent there cannot leave. It was an experimentation zone used by the government in the 40s. At the time, the general public believed it to be the armory, so it was overlooked. But in reality, the truth behind it was absolutely horrifying. Something out of a nightmare. People were chosen at random throughout the country and told they were going to be the next line of our country's defense. Their families were given a $1,000 check to whoever went. Many families needed the money, so it wasn't very hard to get people. The fort was guarded by walls and had a few houses inside and one tunnel system that was heavily guarded with soldiers and a 15-inch thick steel door. Only people with the highest of clearances were allowed. Beyond the door was rooms of concrete with no windows or lights. Only a wooden bed and a drain. This is where they held the volunteers. These volunteers were injected with experimental drugs to create the perfect soldier. Every experiment was claimed to be closer and closer to a groundbreaking foundation on a new soldier. But all it actually did was create mutations or kill the host. The worst of them all was a man named Mike O'Connor. They strapped him to a chair and lowered the air levels in a room he was in until there was barely any air left. He sat there, feeling like he was suffocating, but had enough air to keep him alive. They kept him there for 3 days, like that, until he was mentally destroyed. After they kept him into isolation for 3 weeks, only feeding him a piece of bread and a glass of water every 2 days, they then injected him with a mix of chemicals to see the effects. His skin turned white, and he had rotting spots around his body. But he was still alive. They observed him behind a glass wall, and he was seen bashing his head into the walls, chewing on his fingers until bone, and scratching all the rotting skin off his body, until one day, his room was left unlocked. He killed and ate the face of every scientist that was there. The whole thing was quickly shut down, and they killed Mike. Scrapings on the concrete walls where they kept and tortured patients.